Alright, so EWC coming up tomorrow, so I thought it's a good idea to do my predictions. Yeah, here are all the teams, by the way, competing in this event. Important to know that Ajorius will be playing instead of Finn, who I believe is retired for the Chiefs. Other than that, Nelpo playing for Twisted Minds. They're competing in this event. And Cozy Ballers is here, which is pretty cool. We have two SSA teams, that's nice. But yeah, other than that, looks normal to my knowledge. EXO Esports is the X Elevate roster for reference, and then yeah, other than that, no real big changes. And I forgot about this one. Beast Mode not playing, instead Nas will be playing. This is not a roster switch. Beast Mode had his reasons for not wanting to play this event, and Nas will be playing instead of him. So yeah, there we go. The the MVP of the last iteration of this event, not playing in this one. But whatever. Yeah, we can go into the predictions. This time around, by the way, just normal Rocket League being played. So no twos, no ones, just normal threes is what I'm trying to get at actually. But yeah, G2 versus Limitless. I'm happy to see Limitless represent SSA again. But unfortunately, I still have G2 3-0. I mean, they're the major winners, right? I know they get Nas in, but Nas is also a very good player, and it shouldn't really be too much of an issue. In regards to beating a team like Limitless. BDS Power. BDS has been actually pretty interesting. In the sense that they have been terrible on LAN, really, but they've been pretty good online. So, gonna be interesting to see whether they can kind of regain here, I suppose. Limitless versus Power. I'm gonna give Power the win. I want to say that they drop a game to Limitless, but you know, Power they were pretty good last major. Not amazing, but they were pretty good. So expect them to get the win here, and yeah, G2 versus BDS. It's actually pretty tough, this one, with the inclusion of Nas and a consideration of BDS at LAN. But you know, Monkey Moon has been in this position before, where he didn't have a great major before Worlds. If you remember, the Worlds that he won, the major just before, he lost in the first round and then was able to regain. So it's not like, you know, Monkey Moon is like causing this issue where they can no longer regain and they're just gonna be bad at LAN forever. I feel like BDS are bound to have a good event. The question is that gonna be here? I think with the advantage that they're not playing against a normal roster of G2, I'm gonna give BDS the edge here, just about game 5. But yeah, I'm not too certain about that prediction, to be honest. And then the lower brackets, should be an interesting one. You just never know with Nas included, but I'm still gonna give them a 3-1 victory over Power. Alright, Group B then. Falcons, EXO. Falcons were really good last major. They didn't have a great final, but other than that, they were so good, so I expect them to kind of replicate that here. Genji vs Secret, obviously, honestly, not really like a straight up, obviously Genji is gonna win. I do think Secret has a decent chance, but yeah, especially because Genji has not had a great off season. I say off season, more of a break season, if you will. And weren't that good in the last split of RLCS either. In the second and third event, but yeah, I still back them to do well on LAN. Anyways, EXO Secret. I'm just gonna give this a 3-1 as well. EXO is just A-Pank roster in it. I mean, they're gonna be decent, but they won't be Secret, I don't think. I think they can quite do that. Falcons Gen G, honestly, yeah, I'm just gonna straight up give it to Falcons. I think they're really good Gen G. They have a really good roster as well, but Falcons had a great major. And I kind of feel like losing that final, they're gonna be hungry for a victory as well, so yeah. Gen G Secrets, I am gonna give this one to Gen G again. Let's say this time in Game 5, why not? Right, Group C, in Cozy Ballers versus Furia. And Cozy Ballers are the second SSA team. Oh, it's a Snoozy, Cams, and Guns. I hear a lot of people talk about Guns. Maybe he's the next thing in SSA, but yeah, no, Cams I know is a pretty good player as well. But you know, Furia are just gonna be tiers above. So you know, and Cozy Ballers are worse than Limitless, and Limitless I already don't really think can do much in this event. So that speaks quite levels. Not that I don't think they don't deserve to be here. I definitely think they do deserve to be here in Cozy Ballers, but yeah, I'm not giving them much of a chance here. Vitality Twisted Minds. Ooh, this could be a really close series. I'm gonna give Vitality the Game 5 nod there. But that could be a tough one, honestly. And Cozy Ballers, Twisted Minds. That for me, which is the note 3-0 for Twisted Minds. Furia Vitality. Ooh, I mean that's another derby here. I say derby, but you know, Furia and Vitality have had a bit of a rivalry so far this season. Who's gonna come out on top this time around? I honestly think Vitality take the dub here. I'm gonna say another Game 5. Furia Twisted Minds. That's actually a really tough one. Yeah. Because this roster's really good, because Naopo's now in it, and everybody thinks Naopo is kind of good enough to be on Falcons, so that speaks to how good Naopo is. A lot of people, when they say the best player in the world, Naopo's been in that conversation within the players and some of the audience. Not everyone, of course, will say that because he hasn't had the results as of yet, but yeah, no, he's definitely, in a sense, an up-and-comer, but some would say he's already there, and I kind of think that he's gonna elevate this roster to beat Furia and knock them out of the event. Furia ex-winners of a previous iteration of this event, or they are the winner of a previous iteration of this event. So yeah, but yeah, I have them knocked out in favor of Twisted Minds. Gentleman's vs Chiefs actually should be interesting, but you know, with that inclusion of Joris, you never know. But Gentlemates are Gentlemates, right? They've won a major this season, and you know, they're a quality roster from Europe. So definitely a 3-1 for me in favor of Gentlemates. Space Station Gladiators. I'm thinking about whether I'm gonna give them a game or not, because you know, they do have Tho, who's decent. I will give them maybe a game. Yeah, I'll give them a game. Gaming Gladiators against Space Station. Chiefs Gladiators. This I believe Chiefs lost against Gladiators in the last major, but this time around they've got Jorius in there, so I feel like he'll be able to edge them above Gladiators this time around. I'm thinking about 3-2 or 3-1. Honestly, not easy. I'm gonna say 3-2 for the Chiefs. That's what I'll say. Dynamite Space Station. Space Station have been decent. Feel like they've been very consistent, especially starting from second split this season. They've been very consistently finishing top 4-ish in NA. Gentimates. Yeah, I do just think that Gentimates are that little bit above they're just that little bit above. They have that LAN buff as well. They're just so good at LAN. So I'm gonna give Genomates the win there. And then let's say Space Station edges out Chiefs in game 5. Alright then. Top 8 now. Best of 7s from here. BDS Space Station. May have hinted towards it before, but I do feel like BDS will have a bit of a resurgence this event. I feel like they'll finally be able to get that top 4. Instead of, you know, finishing top 8, which they've done in the first 2 majors. Well, the only 2 majors this season. So yeah, I think they finally will be able to get over that hurdle. And I'll say 4-2 against Space Station. Vitality Gen G. Gen G always have the possibility of beating all of these types of teams, just sheer name power on that roster. But I will be favoring Vitality. Again, I'm gonna go for a game 6 Vitality. Last major they did lose against Furia in playoffs, but I believe Verdosen was not feeling too well, ill/headache, whatever it was. I don't think he was quite in the right place for that match. And Vitality, they have won a regional event in the most recent split as well in Europe. So overall, they've had a better split than Gen.G, and yeah, they just have a better CV coming up to this event. Falcons Twisted Minds, the Battle of Mina. But, you know, Falcons, they are just that step above. Naupo, he's probably going to score a couple clips here, but still, I think it'll be all for naught. And I will say Twisted Minds lose out 4-1. Because I've gone for 4-2. One too many times, maybe. Gentlemates G2. Ooh, this is a really good match. A rematch of the first final. The first final referring to the first major this season. Gentlemates were able to beat G2 there, but in the second major, Gentlemates lost in Game 7 against Falcons, which then meant Falcons would face G2 in that final, which G2 were able to win, which makes this one tough to predict based on those results. G2 undoubtedly the #1 team in NA, and I've kind of slept on NA for a while. And I really wish G2 didn't have to face this team. But with the inclusion of Nas, you know, it kind of was going to always happen. And, you know, Gentlemates with a normal roster, you should expect them to win this one, right? So I'm going to go for a Game 6 victory against G2. Gentlemates take the W. And then semi-finals, BDS versus Vitality, the French. You could call this a bit of a French rivalry, I guess. Yeah, French matchup here. BDS versus Vitality. I don't actually know. It's a tough one because, you know, BDS have that land hurdle still. But, you know, if they're able to make that top 4, do they go that extra step against Vitality, which is a pretty 50-50 matchup? Online, BDS have had the better results, the split, because they've, you know, won the last 2 events. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. I don't actually know where to go with this, because I'm kind of predicting BDS to get over the land hurdle, but will they beat Vitality in the semifinals? That's the question. I'm going to say that they do. I'm gonna say 4-3 victory for BDS. I've been backing BDS since last split, and it didn't work out for the last major. You can see that in my prediction video for that one, but I'm gonna back them again against the odds. On the other side, Falcons for Gentlemates. Should be a really good match. You know, they had a Game 7 last time around, which really was the best series the best quality gameplay series from the major two in London. Do I think it's going to be a bit of a repeat? Yes, I do. To be honest, I do think it's going to be a bit of a repeat. Shall I just predict a 4-3 again? Because I do think Falcons are going to win this match. I will do that. I'll give Falcons the 4-3 win. And I will actually give them the grand final win here against BDS as well. Just because I think Falcons, they can reach a higher level than BDS. And with both teams kind of, BDS have had a LAN debuff in general this season. And I do think they'll kind of get over it, but that might reappear in the grand final. Because the grand final is not the same thing as just playoffs, It can be its own thing, and I get that Monkey Moon in the past has proven that he can perform in finals, so is Exotic. But with Drawley, that might be a question. And Falcons, they've just played a final. They've done that, and I think they're going to be so hungry, and they're going to be ready for the next round of final that they get in. And so I'm going to give them the Game 7 victory against BDS in the grand final. Champions are the Falcons. That's my prediction. Falcons to win a big LAN here for the Rocket League scene. So yeah, those are my predictions. Thank you all for watching. Sorry again, no face cam this time around. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Sorry, on my predictions. Some of these have not gone that well, but some have gone okay. So it's not like I'm the worst predictor around. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how they go, and feel free to roast me if they turn out to be incredibly wrong again. Anyways, catch you guys later.